Stocks Market Minute for Monday, April 27th. I'm looking at Priceline, and Priceline is one of the few stock that's actually moving up today with strength. And a lot of the big cap tech stocks are actually been moving up lately, and Priceline is one of them, coming up into earnings, which is about a week or so away on earnings. And what I like about Priceline is it started to change polarity back up to the upside. So after this extraordinarily strong move that we saw in 2013, 2014, it has pretty much been in a flag pattern here for the last several months. So well over a year sitting in this flag pattern. And this is where people just sort of ignore it. But while it's been ignored, it's created a tremendous amount of power. And flag patterns will typically show up about halfway through a move. So this one could be heading higher from here. What I also like is that reversals start from the inside out. And after being in a weekly downtrend like this, lower highs, lower lows, all of a sudden we've reversed that pattern by going to a higher high, higher low, and we're about to confirm that. So we've seen a change in polarity at the weekly chart, and the daily chart is also showing this strength, higher highs and higher lows right now. So we've seen a lot of these stocks that have been in a slumber for several months now, like Netflix, just absolutely took off the other day. We're seeing Amazon taking off the other day. We're seeing Priceline start to take off into its earnings. So maybe this is where the growth is coming from in this market. These were the former leaders that really pushed markets higher back in 2013, 2014. They've taken almost a year off and might be ready to take leadership again. Now, the one thing that might be an impediment, at least in the short term, apart from this Wednesday's Fed meeting, because things will be on hold, I think, for the next day or so until the Fed meeting is over with and we get that risk out of the way of a potential rate hike. But the price of the NASDAQ composite is just within a stone's throw. I mean, it got within a couple of points of the all-time high up there at 51.32, and it's retreated a little bit today. So until we get past that point, this is more mental than anything else. This is not overhead supply sitting there from year 2000 waiting to become whole again after all of this stuff. So this is just a big rounded base. It's not unusual to see some consolidation around this area as it comes up to retest that area from below. Again, typically a flag pattern of something like this, and that creates that cup with handle type of formation as it breaks away from there. So we might start to see a little bit of reaction, and this kind of goes along with the rest of the view on the market, that the market's lacking leadership right now. So unless these big techs start to run away with things, we might see some consolidation amongst everything as we get into the traditional weak May period. So that's it for today's Market Minute. Thanks for listening, folks. We'll see you tomorrow.